Mr. Body here on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon, right? And so what is today? Today is Wellness Wednesday, Workout Wednesday, Warrior Wednesday, Hump Day, whatever you want your Wednesday to be, that's what it's going to be. But today we are going to be focusing on what kind of effort, right? What kind of effort are you giving your wellness and your workout plan, right? What type of effort are you giving it, right? Because I'm going to be able to give you some strategies to create new results towards your goals. And it really all starts with your effort. I mean, there's a lot of other things that go into it, right? But it's all about your effort and your intensity when it comes to you doing the actions and the activities that are necessary and required in order for you to create those new results towards your goals, right? And so let's talk about this. What kind of effort are you giving, right? And so when I'm asking about effort, it's like, okay, cool, right? You might have the right plan, because it all starts with having the right plan to be able to create the results that you're looking for, right? But if you have the right plan, right? You got everything that you need to understand. You got all your workouts laid out for the week. You know what muscle group you need to work out. You know how many reps, how many sets, how much rest time in between each set, in between each exercise. You know what your meal plan is going to look like. You know what you're going to have for meals 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, maybe even 6. You got all that laid out. And so you're ready to go. But when it comes time to execute, the effort that you're giving into those actions is terrible, right? And so the effort that you're giving, because it's lackluster, you're not seeing the amazing results that's possible for you. And what do I mean by these lackluster results? I mean, like, all right, cool, you got your meal plan set up, you know the times and everything that you're going to have, but you don't do your meal prep. You don't have everything set up and scheduled for the day. You allow the day to take control of you versus you taking control of your day. And so you're off schedule. You got the right plan, but you're not following it and you're not putting in the effort that's going to be necessary and required for you to see the new results possible, because you aren't doing the things that you need to do because your effort isn't there. You're not giving it that energy that it needs. You're not setting yourself up to make sure that you set your alarm clock to wake up on time so that you can have your first meal of the day and so that you can get your metabolism jump started so you can start the process of creating progress and get your energy ready for the day. And so that effort that is lacking is preventing you from seeing some new results towards your goals, right? And so, okay, listen, it's great that you got the plan. It's great that you got everything laid out. You might even have a wellness coach. You might even have a personal trainer. But then when it comes to doing the exercise, right, the trainer's telling you to do, 20 jump squats in a minute and you're doing 10. Not because you're not able, right? Not because you don't have the fitness level to be able to do 20 jump squats in a minute. You just don't feel like giving it that kind of effort because you just don't want to today. You're just not feeling it. You're more focused on the hump day than building your hump if that's one of your goals. You're more focused on being able to give effort into making sure that you got everything in alignment to watch that TV show that you like. I see people based on social media posts that put more effort into making sure that their schedule is set for watching Power or Scandal when it was popping. Putting more effort into watching the binging shows on Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus or whatever it is that you're watching, right? Your streaming service. You're putting more effort into making sure that it fits within your schedule. But when it comes time for you to make time for you to fit in your workout plan into your schedule, it's like, oh, my schedule's a little tight. When it's time for you to start meal prepping, it's like, oh, I don't have enough time, because you're not putting in the effort in order to create the time so that you can carve out some space so that you can meal prep. And even if you're not meal prepping for 7 days, you can shorten it and do 2 or 3 days at a time so that you're not spending as much time in the kitchen meal prepping your food. And for those of you who don't like, to eat leftovers, hey, guess what? Now you're only having these meals for 2 or 3 days, and then you can switch it up for the next 2 or 3 days, and that's how you can meal prep for success. But you give more effort into making sure that, hey, you know what? I'm turning off all my notifications. I don't even want to look on social media today because I don't want to see the spoiler alerts from some of my friends and my family or some of my followers on social media, so I can turn off my notifications so I don't get distracted and see them and ruin my show watching experience. But when it's time for you to work out, you can't turn off your notifications because you might miss something important, and then your rest time that was supposed to be 30 seconds goes into 2 and 3 minutes because you got caught up scrolling. You got caught up responding to messages. You see, so when we're talking about this effort, right, your effort is what you make it. If you're not putting in the effort into the things that are going to produce the results that you're looking for, then that's one of the reasons why your wellness and workout journey isn't producing the results that you want to see. You want to see new results, but you're giving your effort and energy to other things that's not results producing activities, right? You're giving in that energy and effort into making sure you watch your show. You're giving in that effort and energy to not paying attention to your phone so you don't get spoiler alerts when that same effort and energy isn't applied during your workout session. It's not applied during the time that you need to be able to meal prep. And you know what? Listen, meal prepping doesn't have to be a all-day thing. And we got to get that out of your head. You got to let go of that, that false premise that because it's meal prepping, it's supposed to take all day. It does not. Maybe back in the day when, people didn't really understand the meal prepping process and it took a long time to really prep your meals, but you can spend maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours prepping meals, especially if you're doing 2 to 3 days. Even a 7-day meal plan, right, can be done in about 2 or 3 hours. And some of you spend that time on a daily basis binge watching TV shows. And so what I'm saying is that if it's going to take you 2 to 3 hours to be able to meal prep for the week so that you can have the effort in your nutritional program to be able to produce the new results possible, right? I'm just telling you right now, if you're spending more than 2 or 3 hours binge watching shows, you can't tell me you don't have time to meal prep. You do. It's just not as important as you claim it is. The goals that you set for yourself is not as important as binge watching your shows or watching this movie, because you're doing that. You're making time for that. You're giving energy and effort to that. And so what I'm sharing with you is that, you got to create some strategies. You got to say, well, listen, maybe, look, it could be as simple as, all right, if you want to watch a show, go get you an Echo Show, right? Put it in your kitchen, get you a TV in your kitchen so you can watch your show while you're meal prepping so that you don't have an excuse. You can do both things at the same time. But I'm saying is that, listen, your effort is what is lacking, and that's why you're not seeing the results. It's not because you're not able to lose the weight. It's not because you're not able to create the fat loss. It's not because you're not able to get some more strength in these particular areas. The effort that you're giving is lacking. And you know what? Listen, maybe every other day you give it, I got this week, I'm going in, I give it all this energy, right? And then you don't see the results that you want to see, but there's actually results happening, but not the results that you want to see. And so that the next week, you don't give it the same kind of effort. And you see that the lack of consistency in your effort and energy given is why you're not seeing the results. You got to keep going. Sometimes you got to go 2-3 weeks before you see something that you want to see. And then in that 3rd or 4th week, kapow! It's just like, boom, it just happens. And it's like, where'd that come from? But you stop giving it energy. You stop putting in effort into what you were doing because the results weren't happening as fast as you thought they should. And so I'm just trying to give you some strategies to understand that you got to keep going. You got to keep pushing, but you got to take some of the energy and effort that you're giving to things that's not going to produce the results that you need for your goals, and start putting it into your nutrition and workout program. And even again, I said, if you had the right plan, you got the details, all the things that you need to do nutritionally, all the things that you need to do in your workout, but you're not giving it effort, you're not going to see the results. Just because you got the right plan doesn't mean that you're going to be able to produce. because you're not giving it effort. And so on today, I want your word of the day to be effort, and you're going to give it all the effort that is going to be necessary and required so that you can see some new results towards your goals. All right, listen, that's all I got for you on today. It's your boy, Mr. Body. If you got some value in this video, feel free to hit the share button, tag somebody that needs to hear this message, invite somebody to come and watch this video so that they can get the same value that you got. And I'm out of here, all right? Peace. Have an awesome and powerful day.